to the rescue. You know that for the last 4.75 years, the people of this country had absolutely nothing to smile about. For the last 4.75 years, we have had high taxes, high levels of crime, unprecedented levels of corruption. And I say to you that when you elect us to run this country at the next general elections, we will bring fundamental change to the governance of this country. My dear comrades, the failed experiment called the UPP has destroyed our beautiful Twin Island states. As a result, the living standards of many people in this country have actually fallen. Antigua and Barbuda, for the past 3 decades, has had thousands of surplus employment. But today, we have a deficit. Today, unemployment is at its highest. The highest since the period between 1971 to 1976, when the PLM government, the mother institution of the UPP, governed this country. And I want to say to you that it was deja vu when you elected UPP in 2004. And I want to tell you that I have no doubt that victory is assured, and that at the next general elections, in the next few weeks, that the Antigua Labour Party will be returned to power. Because the people of this country know that they are safer with Labour. Let me hear you say, safer with Labour. Safer with Labour, my dear comrades. My dear comrades, the UPP, just like the PLM in 1971 to 76, shall be a one-term government, because at the end of the day, they do not care about the people of this country. It is about enriching themselves, and the evidence is there for all to see. Just look at the personal wealth that they have amassed over the years. But I want to tell you that when we win the governance of the country, we will restore prosperity to this country. We will not pursue individuals to put them in prison. We will not spend your scarce resources trying to imprison members of the UPP. We will spend the country's scarce resources to provide you with better employment opportunities. We will spend our country's scarce resources to provide you with better housing, better health care, and better educational opportunities. My dear comrades, I want to say to you that every single thing that the UPP has touched has failed. They introduced a voluntary separation package, and that has failed. They said that they were going to reduce the wage bill from $350 million downwards, but today it is almost $500 million if you include pensions. They say that they were going to close the fiscal gap. We left the fiscal gap of $150 million. They needed $150 million. You gave them $400 million. And instead of closing the gap has widened. So when we say to you that the UPP is an incompetent government, these are the facts. Those are the results of the UPP government. My dear comrades, I want to say to you that corruption today in this country has reached unprecedented levels, and we got to do something about it. You got to do something about it. You got to make sure that the Antigua Labour Party takes over the governance of this country. And I want to assure you that when we reassume the governance of this country, we will strengthen the governance framework to ensure that there is no corruption in a new ALP government. We will make sure that the funds are utilized to empower you. My dear people, you know about all of the corruption. You know about the corruption at the stadium, in which 1 mile of road cost the people of this country in excess of $10 million. You know about the power generation plant, which they bought for $45 million when it only cost $30 million. I want to say to you, you got to do something about it. You got to end that UPP error, ERROR. You got to end that UPP error now. Let me hear you say, safer with Labour. My dear people, when the Antigua Labour Party reassumes the governance of this country in a matter of a few weeks, we will restore peace and prosperity to this country. We will ensure full operationalization of Mount St. John. Mount St. John will be fully operationalized within 90 days of us winning the next general elections. Because we care about you and we want to make sure that we provide you with first world standards of healthcare. So when you vote for the Antigua Labour Party, it's a vote for progress. When you vote for the Antigua Labour Party, you'll be voting for better healthcare. When you vote for the Antigua Labour Party, you'll be voting for better educational standards, better entrepreneurial opportunities, better housing. You'll be voting for your empowerment. So don't let them fool you, my dear comrades. When they come with their personal politics, tell them go back so, man. Tell them go back so, because at the end of the day, they have nothing to offer the people of this country. My dear people, when we reassume the governance of this country, we will bring more investments, we will create more jobs, we will create at least 2,500 new jobs. We will create higher paying jobs to make sure that you live a better standard of living. My dear people, the Antigua Labour Party is the people, and the people are the Antigua Labour Party, and that is demonstrated right here today. Tell them to answer this. Tell them to answer the nearly 15,000 people that are present here tonight, because at the end of the day, the Antigua Labour Party is the people. The Antigua Labour Party is the greatest political institution in this hemisphere. Let's hear it for Labour, man. I can't hear you. Let's hear it for Labour. My dear comrades, I want to say to you that you are safer with Labour, and we understand your pain. And the reason why we're working so hard, because we recognize that your whole future is at stake. Your children's future are at stake. Your children's future is at stake. And you got to do something. You got to support us. You got to get out there in every single nook and cranny and spread the good news of Labour. You cannot afford to take anything for granted. You got to make sure that you support your candidate. My dear people, you got to make sure that you go out there and volunteer your services in every single constituency, because we got to take the UPP out. We got to bring that failed experiment to an end in the public interest. So I say to you tonight, we understand your pain, and tonight the whole idea is to bring some relief to you. We know you had nothing to smile about, but I hope that tonight that you will have something to smile about, knowing that the Antigua Labour Party will be returned. So once again, I say to you that you got to stop the pain. You got to stop the pain in this country, my dear people. Stop the pain. Let me hear you say, stop the pain. Stop the pain. Stop the pain and vote Labour again. I thank you.
Integrity, credibility. That's what the people of City West want. So them send we got stand wrong, one move strong to lead us along. So this time around, we go vote for gas stand wrong.
Yes, you're great people tonight. You have showed your mettle tonight. I'm very proud of you, and we know we can depend on you. I'm going to bring to you now one senior member of this party. This man has served us in the capacity as finance minister, as tourism minister, and it's here again. He's on his way. Richard Joseph, boy, you like a brother, be you gone. You gone. I am delighted. I am excited. I am very happy to bring Comrade Maureen Joseph to the microphone.
There's no use to talk with the devil. It's useless. Coming I go in a Babylon kingdom. Figure bread no bread. We now go in a Babylon kingdom. Figure bread no bread. Fast.
Satan Company, them are vipers. Come on, man.
Satan Company, them are snipers. Now go in a Babylon kingdom. Figure bread them bread. We now try in a Babylon kingdom. Figure bread them bread. For Satan Company, them a sniper, all of them.
Comrade political leader, colleagues on the platform,